Hello, hello, I'm Ike and I'm testing a new format for this thing. I'm testing a new format for this channel so I can get more reviews done as it is. Yeah. So we'll try first with this story in front of you. I prepared two for this test run and we'll see how it goes. And if it works, I'll keep doing it the rest of the the rest of the stories, especially those between Penlab, Webkom, and a few other channels. Okay? So Penlab, Webkom, tawag nito. There's one or two more. Comic Spot and Comic Spot and Halia and Chain Mason. Ayun. Okay, so and there Kudlis. Ayan, there's a few more. And then there's one more group in IG that I'm forgetting. Anyway, so I'm hoping this new style will work better for the more digital releases since I'm having trouble with the previous style. So first, we'll go talk about Knights of the Wandering Castle, written and illustrated by Luny. I was able to see the first two chapters last year. It was very very cute, and I'm glad to see that as of this recording, there are now 10 chapters. Yay! So I'm not going to show you all the chapters. Maybe the first few, just so you can see what the cute story is about and how it goes, and so you understand uh, where this story is going and if it's your kind of thing. So yeah, uh, I'm trying to change into this format so I can get myself to read more of the digital comics. I hope this works. I'm not so sure. Okay, so this is the cover of the first chapter. So ayun. This is blank. Really, his name is blank. So yeah. So yeah, I forgot the summary. Yeah. So taken in by a rather lax knight, Blank and Samson are two squires that work under Castle Granborough, the titular sorry, wandering castle. Through their questings, Blank and Samson discover the destruction, questionable acts, and truths of knightly duties that are normally covered under a veil of nobility and ask whether or not this is really for them. Yeah, that's the summary of the whole story. Luny can be found on FB and Twitter. Just check the handles on Penlab. So as I was saying, this is Luny and this is Blanc pala. So ayan. The Kingdom of Galia was formed when King Charles Regalia conquered and brought disparate nations to heel under his rule. So yeah, and there's a little more history that you get about this story. But in general, what you're supposed to really understand is um, Blank and Samson are squires in this walking fortress. Literally, it walks around, it travels around, and uh, to from place to place. Yeah, that's what it does. So yeah. So they were apprenticed to become squires inside this walking fortress that apparently it's a goal of people to get into this fortress. But they're all wrong. They say it was his impeccable strategic prowess. Others point at his giant walking fortress, the king that got successful. But they're all wrong. I know the real reason. His real reason though were the really good knights that the king had. Pay attention to wait lang, I can't remember which one. Like I was still able to read this part. Yan, but uh yan, one of these knights is important to the story and was important to in making the king get his success. Yeah. So anyway, these are the dreams that Blank dreams about when he becomes a squire. He wants to be a knight, just like these big important knights that he read about. But yeah, he has to be a square first. So average cute cute square things first. That cute but also boring square things that he has to do. So this is Blank's master. Yeah. So he's excited to train, but he keeps doing having to do the square things, the polishing the swords, boring things. So yeah. So as usual, Blank is sad about that. Knights of Wandering Castle. So yun. Ayan. It's more important. It's featured more in the chapter that I saw after this, but pay attention to this fact that Blank has uh, has metal hands, and that's partly why he's so um eager to be a knight. He wants to prove himself even if he's disabled. Yeah. Then yeah. So chapter 2. So so this is still Blank's knight master. So oh yeah, yun. So this is Suichiro, his Blank's master. Yan. As you can see also, by the way, while we're scrolling, the art is very cute and it's nicely very colorful. It's very likable and you get immersed in in the story nicely with the as as the as the story keeps going along. Man. So yeah, Blank is still annoyed that he has to do chores. This guy is Page, used to be a square under Suichiro. But this is your first demonstration that Suichiro is really, really, really good. More than his chill presentation. Bah, the action is pretty good. Bah. So, yun. So, nainggit naman si Blank. So, Blank got envious because of the swordplay that he found, that he saw, and still thinks, so Ichiro thinks it's still too early to teach him swordplay. And, ayan na si Samson. Yan. So, you see, the characterization is immediately brought in for Blank and his master, si Suichiro, even if he hasn't done much yet, and even if Blank hasn't done much yet. And the pacing in the paneling is in general understandable, and yung guides the eye where you should be going, so it's not confusing. Yeah. Right. Um, so this is Samson, and ayan. So this is Samson already, the uh Blank's co square. And Blank is not impressed. Wait. Samson is a page, so he's slightly, just a tiny bit up the ranks from Blank. That's why Blank is even more envious, as you can see right now. Yeah, there's more noises, and yun, very nice use of repetitive paneling to emphasize changes and changes of expression. Yeah. Oh well, and si Blank is still wants to learn. And eventually, I'm probably going to get better at narrating these things. Again, this is on Penlab, free to read. It may also be on the international websites. So, yun. See, I like this. I like this when I first read this back last at the end of last year. Yeah. Why won't you train me? And is it because of my prosthetics, the steel arms that you saw, that I emphasized some time back, and the immediate answer is no. Yung parang I just like this simple exchange na your disability is not why I you need to learn the ropes, but I am I am not against you because of your disability. I know it's good. I really like this argument. So it's not his height, it's not because he's dark, which is a very good reason again to be discriminated against, but clearly it's not a problem with Shuichiro. Yeah, it's just he's not ready, but he's not at anything. He's not discriminating against blank. I really liked it, even if it was an argument. And then yeah, so it's chill for these first few chapters, but I suspect the story picks up the pace after these few chapters that they start with after they introduce um Blank, Samson, and Shuichiro. Ayan. Oh, sorry. Ayan. Square. He's a square then. Okay. So, yan. So, yan. So, I was able to read the last up to around here the last time. So, yun. Eventually, I'll read the rest. Pero yun. So, I hope you see that, there's enough information given for for the major characters to understand um, their emotions, their base personality, and the art is really cute. The paneling is very clear about and not hard to understand. And so Blanc and Samson get along. Ayun. Ayun, more like they do get along. Ayun lang, ano lang. Blanc is enjoying that he has someone of slightly lower rank. But slightly, he can he can annoy. Yeah, sorry. So, pero yun, I think I understand that as this story goes along, um, these two, parang these are just the parts that when they start getting along and you're told the basic world building around these two and the world around these two. Once this is established, I think they will start the story will get moving to tell you to to deserve its summary that eventually they find out what's wrong and they decide what to do for themselves as they go along. Okay. So again, salmon okay. So again, this is Knights of the Wandering Castle by Luny. Currently running at um 10 episodes as of September, and yeah, I think I was able to read up to chapter 4. Pero yon, things are starting to get complicated by the other chapters. Okay. So yeah, that's that's one that's one of the comics that I'll be discussing tonight, I guess. And then we'll talk about this one. Then we'll start with one that I already know, and then from Webkom and from previously from the physical conventions, and then we'll eventually move to the titles in Webcom that I don't know from previously. Well, if you have suggestions, please send them over. Because at this point, Webcom also has a large catalog. So if you're interested that I read one title, please tell me so. Thank you. So yeah, next. Okay, next we move on to the other one. Okay, so this is the front cover for Rhoans. Again, Rhoans is on Webcom. I think it's also on Penlab. I'm not so sure, but I know It might also be on Comic Spot, but yun. So I'm using the version at Webkom for today. And this was already in the physical conventions, but it has been revised and updated over 2018 and 2019 to the current version that's available at the digital platforms. So yun. So as of this post, there are 9 episodes, 4 chapters, and I think I was able to see up to chapter 2 or chapter 3, I'm not so sure, in physical form. I'm more certain up to chapter 2. Ayan. Um, I wasn't able to follow it anymore. I'm not so sure about chapter 3 and chapter 4. So, yun. Um, the initial version and the whole concept was executed by JP, Eba-Adan, and then additional art and assistance was added by Rayka as this story progressed. Okay, so ayun, let's do the thing. So ayun, again, this is me scanning through things just so I can manage to read more of the stuff that I keep forgetting to read. And so yeah, so cover. Wow, this is the new cover. Net. Okay, splash cover for Rhoans. Okay, this wasn't here before, at least in the physical comics, physical version. But this is still roughly the same from the physical version. So you're introduced to this guy fishing. Yan. Fishing badly. Yan. Yes, it's in English. There was also a version in Mangaido yata some time back, pero this is the yan na, medyo more permanent place is Webkom and Penlab. So yan. So man, so you can see the very incredible sense for line art, very detailed, and very good sense for serious and then comedy. Yeah, comedy presentation. Yeah, and how to deliver it such. Yeah, similar to the one kanina, the one before. I'm not going to show obviously all the chapters. Um, just to give you an idea what's going on and what it looks like. So yun. This is one of the guys mascot. I forget what he's called. Eventually it will come around. But this is one of his familiars pets. I don't know what he is, but yes, he can talk. Yeah. So, yeah. Ano nga ba? Right, left to right. Good, he's really good with comedy comedy exaggeration. And I forget what he's called. I'm sorry. Tapos, and then ayun. And you do know that we're criminals, right? Because this guy is pretty wanted. Yan, in his world. Yan. He can't stay in one place for long. Uh, Details in a while. Yan. And ayan, more arguing. and more to establish the point that this guy is trying to live a simple life. Yun. So this is arguing that friends friends that like each other a lot but they argue. Yeah. So yeah, here's the trouble na. Yeah. So people finally find him, the guy who's been fishing. Yeah. Who said they're criminals. Ayan. Yes, they're being looked for. So the people who are supposed to capture him find him and ayun, they start pouncing. Yeah, like Doc Ock, but yeah. So some more gentle world building and concept building through the conversation and pretty nicely detailed art pa rin. So the guy is going to capture the first person that was shown are starting to arrive. And yeah, this is how you're first shown that the first guy you're introduced to is far better than he lets on. Yeah, he's he's the main character of this story. Yeah, and he's far better than he lets on. Yeah, see, yeah, it just proves that he's far better than he lets on. And small fight. So yeah. And the other people are waiting. So more more spells are brought out just to capture this main character guy. I know this is not the most original weapon, but it's it's a rather more Pinoy use of it. Yun. Ganda ng muscle take, muscle illustration. So, yun. So, yun. And they capture the guy anyway. Interdimensional something that I don't know. So, anyway, sorry. Chapter where mover ng Webkom is at the bottom. So, please wait. Ayan. So, he's caught. And KO'd for a while. So, they talk a bit. Anyway, these people know the main character initially given. So, yeah, but this is the effect of that, punch, punch spell a while ago. Yeah, twisted his fingers. Anyway, so yun, so they capture the main character, reports to a boss, and people start moving to see the guy. This is the fish from a while ago. Ayun, so main character is already captured and brought somewhere. Can't remember. To to the place where people are looking for him ba. Yeah. So yeah, 'di ba? These are the people who were capturing him a while ago. This is this is slightly better about showing the spells than the first time I saw this story. It's a little more obvious. Parang it's the first time I saw this was I got confused and what is going on and ganun. This in this version the spells and spell attacks are a lot more obvious and easier to understand. Yeah. So and it's awkward reunion and stuff is very awkward. Uh, a lot of people, no names. I'm not sure why there are no names yet. second, second chapter. So Barian, they're starting to explain the character of the main character, then the reputation of the main character. Yeah, and main character stuff. Na his ability to okay, best in history and such. The chosen one, but in a good way. Yeah. He's good at fighting. He's good at using spell work. He can use familiars with his spell work. Yeah, yeah. Great strategist with the stare that pierces through your soul. A very powerful guy that's trying to hide. Yeah, that's why these people are. Uh, why? Ayan. Pero, pero yun, this fantasy world has creatures like these. So their train gets hit by creature like this, very big. I don't know what this is, but it looks creepy. Yeah. So it will affect their train. So and such. So yeah, first shonen battle with a big creature, as these things go. Big creature. Laki. This is even more intimidating than the first time I saw it in physical version. No, it's probably the same, pero yeah, it's plenty intimidating like this, 'di ba? Ay, ay, ay. So, yeah. So again, this story has probably one more, and then we'll stop, 'di ba? The so as I said, and so the train gets chased by this. I don't know what this creature is, but it's very big, and it's running for the, I know, train thing. And so yeah, so this fantasy world has weird creatures and spells and incantations and muscular men who can pull off these spells. Yeah. So this obviously this is a dangerous terrain, and you have to deal with creatures like this. So yan. Nabas na. So out comes the spells to deal with it. Yeah, this was adjusted from the last time I saw it. It's clearer. Makes more sense. Uh, mas malinaw. The paneling is is clearer about what about its action ba? About the action and what it wants to say. Um, what it wants to say about the interdimensional capacity of the this kind of spell is clearer. So you understand how it hits a monster. Yeah. Kulit naman ito, the main character. Chill lang. Ah, dyan. Main character is chill. Pero yun nga, you know that he knows the team that captured him, and this is this arc this arc part is showing that those people that know the main character are very powerful people of themselves. Yeah. And yeah, this I'm scrolling fast, pero it's impressive. This spread of the monster. Yes, it is impressive. And then what else? Yeah, you know what? Screw this. And more of the skills of the group that captured the MC main character. If I'm objecting to one thing, where are the names? Still no names already. Five people introduced, still no names. Minor complaint, but and it's better that their characterization is shown by their actions and their movements. It's just what we call these people. And so this series is starting to show its Pinoy roots in the words that it uses. Yeah, and yeah, yun. Okay, ayan. They realized finally that that the main character is no longer there and show some of his stuff. Ayan. Very nice sense for comedy, this series. The differences in the spells are rather distinct now, and I like how he's not impressed. I like how they show that he's not impressed. Yun. Wait lang, ayan. He is totally not impressed. I'm sorry if I'm scrolling rather fast. Please tell me if I am. I'll be better at this next time. Okay. Hmm. Can't, ano. Yun. Spell isn't working. Oh. So, yeah. So, you learn a thing or two about the, ano, about the main character that he wants to atone for things. That's why he's wandering about and, you know, trying to avoid using his skills. At the end. But yeah, he's unfortunately he's ending. Pero he's still really powerful. So yeah. So yeah, so you learn a little more about the main character, how he's connected to the burly men you have been watching for a while. Oh right, I remember this now. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Again, this is Rhoans chapter 1, part 3. Chapter 1, part 3. Talaga? Okay. Ayan. Yeah, I remember this guy. Yeah. So yeah. So at the moment it has 9 episodes. In paper form it was four issues. Ayun, as I wait. I think I remember 3 issues and then this fourth is probably there is digital na. Yun. Anyway, so yeah. But yeah, please read it. It's moving in a good direction and it uh it mixes some Pinoy elements into the spells that it includes, and you have this guy who does want to make things right after apparently doing a lot of things wrong. So, and what he did wrong I don't know either, so I don't really know as well either. So ganon, mas ganon. Okay, so please read and please find out what uh more about this story. So yeah. As in Webkom, if it doesn't show in on the front page, there's use the please use this hmm? please use the search bar. Very helpful, especially in Webkom. Okay. So yeah, so those are the two titles that we commented on tonight. If you like this format, please tell me so in the comments. I will try to alternate this format with the physical versions, but I'm not so sure anymore since majority of the things are in digital already. So we'll see what we can do. What else? If you have other suggestions and about what to do, please send them over as comments. And yeah, as for the next week, we'll see. Yeah, on pala. If you want a specific title to be featured, or to be considered for featuring, just also put it in the comments. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. So I hope you like the I hope you like the conversation, and I hope it you manage to find both titles in the hope you find both titles, the Wandering Knights of the Wandering Castle and the Rhoans, in their respective platforms. I also try to do titles from the other platforms. We'll see what we can do about that. Okay. But for now, I'm EK, and yeah, I'm just EK. And thank you, and please continue to read, and please continue to enjoy Pinoy comics. Thank you.